Guys, today I am going to discuss about import and export HealthKit data in your app. Import and export HealthKit data in your app. So firstly, we will discuss last tutorial and last tutorial topic is how to take a permission HealthKit in your app. How to take a permission HealthKit framework in your app. So firstly, today I am going to discuss about in this tutorial. In this tutorial, I am going to discuss about import and export HealthKit data in your app. Firstly we're gonna open your export and HealthKit permission demo, which have project in last tutorial. This is a HealthKit permission, and this is a view control on this present view controller and on this project. So firstly we can run on this project, check on this project, set on this project. So firstly discussion is what is HealthKit framework, and this question is HealthKit framework. This is use HealthKit framework, HealthKit HK Health sorry HealthKit framework, and use of HK HealthKit store. So authorized and self is authorized. We can successfully authorized, and this is a tutorial HealthKit authorized. So firstly, so we're gonna create on this view model command and shift UI file. Suppose user model, and we shall create on this user model, and we're gonna create user model. Suppose which have a class, we're gonna create the class user model, and which has no inherit, and this is the property on this, declare on this property. Suppose var int age, suppose var age, which is type of integer, optional, and var suppose is biological sex, which is type of integer, optional, and var blood type, suppose human is blood type, which is type of integer, optional, and we can create the our model. So this is a model is complete create, and command and we're gonna create the user view model. Use of MVM design pattern, follow on this MVM design pattern model and view model, and this is a view. We're gonna create the class, and class name is user view model, command C and command V, and this is no inherit, and we're gonna create the function. So this is a static function is in use of class func. So which have get age, sex, and blood. Get age and sex and blood. Get user age, sex, and blood. We're gonna create the function, and in this function written in this throws. So import HealthKit, suppose import HealthKit, and in this function throws and return throws and return statement on this, in this function, return statement in this function tuple type return. This is a function written on this tuple type age, which is type of integer, and comma biological sex, which is type of biological sex, HK biological sex, okay, and comma blood type, which is type of HK blood type, HK blood type. In this HK blood type in this import on this HealthKit framework. We're gonna create the function body, and we're gonna create the instance of a HK health store. So let HK health store, HK health store. We're gonna create the instance HealthKit store, HK health store, and we're gonna create the instance HK health store. We're gonna create the instance on the HK health store. So what is HK health store? So this is use of HK health store object to request permission to share or read HealthKit data. Once permission is granted, you can use the HealthKit store to save new samples to new store or to manage the samples that your app has saved. Additionally, you can use the HealthKit store to start, stop, and manage queries. Use of HK Health Store. Saved and start and stop. So we're gonna create the do catch on this. We're gonna create the do, and so let create on this component. So this method throws an error if these data are not available. This method throws the data are not available permission and supposes the date of birth and blood type and biological 3 data access on this app. So this is the first list. The function is throws, authorization is function is error, and you can use on this let suppose birthday is equal to try. We can use of try statement use of do. So this is a try, and HK health store, our is HK health store dot birthday component. That birthday component we can use of throw in this function throw. So you can use of data do catch. We can function use of throw statement. So this function is throws. So you can use of do and try, and we can use of command C and command V. Let birthday. Suppose next is biological sex. Biological sex HK dot biological sex. So biological sex, and next is command C and command V. Blood type HK store and blood type in this function throws. So we can create in the 3 component on this and second is use calendar to calculate age. So this is a birthday and age calculate on this is calendar. So we can use calendar achieve age. So use calendar achieve age, and we're gonna create the instance of calendar. Firstly we're gonna create the instance of, so let today variable today is equal to date, currently date on this today, and let calendar is equal to calendar is equal to calendar dot and use of current date. So we can achieve on this today date component. Let today date let today date is equal to our calendar dot our calendar and date component, and we can use of set calendar dot component and from data set calendar dot component. This is a set calendar dot component. So we can use of set calendar of component and date component. So for the year of dot year. We can use of array of and dot year, and from calendar our sign on the calendar from today that is current date in this today. So from today, and we can use of this today. So okay, so let we can use of this year. Let this year is equal to today date. Our is create on this today date, and today date. So today date and dot year. Sorry, today and we can use accelerated on this date. So we can assign on this date components calendar dot date components in and array of in time zone. We can use of date of components command and date of components, and we can use of date of component. So dot date of component from array of set calendar. So dot year and from today, or we can create the date on this today. Command C and command V today. So this year and notice year. So we can use the date on this today on this problem, and we can use dot current date and date dot current date dot today. So let age equal to we can create the age. Let age is equal to, suppose age equal to this year, we create this year and minus birthday component, birthday date minus birthday and dot year unwrap. We can use of unwrap and dot year. From date dot today. So we can use of from today. Today we can use of today from today and command shift K. So we can assign this date. Missing argument SQL value is tuple return. Okay, we can use of the return. Suppose this is a today, and we can use of the return statement. SQL biological type, and we can use of the return statement. So return statement use on this, unwrapping on this value. So unwrapping value on this, let unwrap biological sex, unwrap biological sex, unwrap biological sex and equal to biological sex and dot biological sex, and let unwrap blood type is equal to blood type and dot blood type. Unwrap on this we can use of return statement, return, and we can use of return age comma unwrap biological sex comma unwrap blood type. We can use of return statement. So firstly, date components, the calendar dot date component, date of birth components use of date of birth component, birthday use of date of birth component, and birthday use of date of birth component. Date of component birthday try is equal to date of birth component, and we can use of date 2 days in today and calendar dot date component year. Cannot convert value type date. Sorry, date. We can use the date. Okay, we can select on this error. So we can use of issue and missing on this typing. You can use on this meeting on this typing. Sorry, we can use of meeting on this typing. So we can complete on this model and complete on this view model. So we're gonna create on this. So we're gonna create on this view controller, and we're gonna create on this view controller, and we can set up on this. So view control authorized, and we're gonna apply the UI button, and we're gonna apply this stack view, embed in stack view, and lastly buttons background. So we can use of stacks height and width fill is equal, and we're gonna apply the background color, suppose which have a text color is 20. Font, we're gonna apply the font, suppose which have a 23, and heavy and 23. Apply on this font, and we can apply the background color, suppose which have a and not this green color, and we're gonna apply this constants. We're gonna apply this constant stack horizontally vertically center, and so we're gonna apply this constants. So type spacing is 20, and we're gonna apply this constant authorization. We're gonna apply this constant, so it's 3050. We're gonna apply the constant height and width 3050. 3050. Apply the two constant. We're gonna create the instant outlet on this. We're gonna create the outlet on this view controller. Suppose this is a show user profile, which have name of the show user profile. Show user profile, open on this, change on this value, show user profile, show user profile, set on this method. So we're gonna create the another view controller, UI view controller. So this is a, we're gonna apply the 3 UI label, command D and command D, embed in stack view, and we're gonna apply this constants on this stack view horizontally vertically center in the container, and we're gonna apply this firstly label height and width. Suppose it's a 300 width and 1500 height. We're gonna apply this constants, and stack we're gonna apply the fill equally distribution, and this spacing is 20. Okay, and vertical. So we can create the outlet, and we're gonna apply this font and weight, suppose 23 and 23 and 23, and we're gonna apply the font weight, suppose is bold 23 and bold. So this is a 23. We're gonna apply the font on the 23, and we're gonna apply this style bold, same style, and we're gonna apply this 23. We're gonna apply this bold font style, and we will apply the font. We can change on this text color. Suppose green color, and third is yellow color, and fourth is red color, pink color. We're gonna create the outlet and command N. We can create on this Coca Touch class and UI view control subclass. Suppose it's profile view controller. Profile view control. We're gonna create on this view control profile view control, and we're gonna create on this class profile view controller. Command C and storyboard ID. We can use storyboard ID. We need to storyboard ID use, and we're gonna create the outlet on this view controller. First is age label, and second is, suppose which have second is sex label, and third is blood label, blood type label. We can create the outlet on this complete. So we're gonna create view model, command S and command V is set on this. We're gonna use of view model. So we can create the function load user age, sex and blood type, which have no parameter and no return value. In this function, no parameter and no return values. So we're gonna create the instance of user model. We're gonna create the instance of user model. So let user model is equal to user model. We can only create the instance of user model and user model. So we can, in this function, we can use of another function to throw. So we can use of do, and we can use of do, and so let user age, sex, blood. So user age, sex, blood and equal to try. We can use of try and try profile data store. Suppose which have a user view model dot get user age and sex and blood. We can use of function throw. We can use of try. In this function of throws, we can use of throws. In this function throws, you can use of try statements. And firstly is and user model dot age and is equal to user age, sex and blood dot age, and we can use the same command Z, command C and command V age and blood type and biological sex. Use of age, blood type and biological sex. Use of complete on this view model, create on this complete. So in this function, we can use HQ object type, blood type, and you can use of HQ object type. So okay, we can create on this. So we can check on this view model, and view model is import we're going to create import HealthKit. We can use of HealthKit. This is biological sex, HK biological sex, and this is a HK blood type, HK blood type. Okay, so we can use of issue on this typing. So command S and command shift K to remove this error. So handle on this. Okay, we can use throw catch, throw requirement on this catch, throw requirement on this catch on this function. So we can use of catch, so catch and let error, so let error and print this error, and we're gonna create the another function, update label function, update label, and which have no parameter, no return values. So firstly let us self dot age label dot text, and is equal to our instance on this user model dot age, user model dot age. Age is, this is the integer. We can use of string interpolation use of, and otherwise value is empty. We can use of empty 0, default value is 0, and we can use of self. Okay, and self dot blood type label dot text is equal to user model dot blood type. This is the blood type on this user. We can use of this string interpolation, use of HealthKit, health app demo, and use of extension file, command C and command N. We can use of shift file, HealthKit string interpolation, string representation. We can use of string representation, and we're gonna create on this string representation. We can foundation, command shift K. So we can use of profile view controller, profile view controller dot string representation. So we can use of same statement on this biological sex label and dot biological sex. So we can complete on this UI, first calling on this load user age and sex on this view model calling, and second is update label calling on this method. The command is we're gonna check on this view controller. Suppose we can create this another objc func, command C and command V. So this is the open next screen profile, open next screen profile, remove this code. So this we're gonna create the firstly show user profile button, and we can use of guard state. We can use of guard let vc is equal to UI storyboard, and which have its ledger name. Suppose this name is main storyboard and nil. So main storyboard this is a launch main storyboard and main storyboard, and okay, we can use the main storyboard null dot instantiate view controller, as optional profile view controller, as optional as optional profile view controller, and this is a profile view controller identifier on this profile view controller. Otherwise fatal error, otherwise present VC view controller, and this animated is true, and completion this is a nil, completion nil. So okay, we can complete on this UI. We wanna apply on this at target. Suppose show user profiles. Suppose show user profile dot at target. Suppose self on this content and h selected method. H selector method. This is a open show. Sorry, open next screen. Sorry, open next screen, and this is a touch up dot touch up inside. This is a for touch up inside. We can use touch up inside, and we're gonna check on this main storyboard on this, check on this main storyboard. So this is the initial view controller on this main storyboard, initial view controller, and we're gonna check on this storyboard ID. Sorry, not, and use storyboard ID we can use. So we can run on this statement. So command S and check on this event on this cases. So firstly we will discuss on this we will discuss on the HK Health. First is HK Health Store. So we can use a profile view control and profile setup. Sorry, permission setup. Permission type use of HK Health Store. So three component on this health app achieve. So what is HK Health Store? This is of HK Health Store object to request permission to share read or HealthKit data. And what is HealthKit framework? HealthKit provide a central repository. HealthKit provide a central repository to HealthKit and health and fitness data on iPhone and Apple Watch with the user permission apps communicate with HealthKit store to access and to share, to write, to read and write code. So first is read data on this is create on the HQ object type, and this is read data. So we can run on this statement. Firstly is authorized successfully and show we can update on this event. So we can check on this. Firstly we're gonna health app and kill on this our app. Suppose this is a kill on this app. Suppose HealthKit permission, remove on this app, remove on this app HealthKit permission, and run on this. Right. So what is HealthKit framework? HealthKit provides a central repository for health and fitness data on iPhone and Apple Watch with the user permission apps communicate with the HealthKit store and to access and share data. So this is authorized permission on this health app and authorized on the other. Firstly three data type, billet type and date of birth and sex. So turn on this and allow on this statement. So authorized is complete. Print on this authorized is complete. Authorized is complete. So we can show on this user detail 19 others and AB minus. We can set on this health app. So health app, and this is a health details edit. Firstly three parameters, sex suppose this is a male and sex male, and AB plus positive, suppose AB plus, and date of birth suppose which have a date of birth 2000, and we can set on this 1920 set on this event. So sex is male, AB plus positive blood type, and date of birth is 2000, and sex is male and AB. We can profile and done. Okay, we can run on this application, stop and run on this application. So firstly is authorized and is 21 male and AB plus. 21 is age. Age, suppose add on this age health app. Open your health app and add it. So age measurement we can use age. So first name sex, so 19. Suppose age is added and 19 18. Suppose we have 18 12. Sorry, we have 10 on 12. 12 and we can change on this blood type AB minus. Set on this event AB minus and this done on this Apple event. So we can run on this application. So we can authorized and user has 21 male and AB minus. So male is AB minus is changed but age not changed. So we can check on this Apple health Apple age parameter on this health app. Medical ID and node is medical ID done. So we can use of edit, browse and activity, circular, heart rate, midnight, other data, sleep and support is activity. So activity not activity but is body measurement, height, less lean mode. We can access on this properties, heart rate, less mobility, and we can use of magnet fold and depository, sleep, symptoms. We can add on the symptoms and we can materials. So this is a use of HealthKit framework. We can change on this. So age on this change, export all health data, organs donation and medical ID is not required on this medical ID not required. So this is a change on this. So this 20 years, suppose this is 30,000 add and AB minus, suppose is A plus which are considered on this blood type A plus done and sex suppose is a female done on this event and prep done on this event and done on this application, refresh on this application, run on this application, authorized, permission on the authorized, show has been 23 years and female and AP plus. Check on this 23 years and AB plus. So we can apply this corner radius on the show button and show button applies the corner radius. Suppose view controller and view controller dot suppose show user health profile dot layer dot corner radius. So which have a 2020. We can run on this statement, apply on this corner radius button, female and check on this authorized on an application. We can remove this application, suppose which have a remove this application and HealthKit is removed. Sorry, another app is use of HealthKit permission. Delete on this app and killing on this app, run on this application, UI on this running. So HealthKit provide a central repository, health and fitness data, iPhone and Apple Watch. With the user permission, apps communicate with the HealthKit store to share and save data. So authorized, show profile, node 0 and this is authorized, permission, turn on capabilities, show user profile 23 female and A plus, add on this Apple. So thank you for watching this video. We can enjoy your HealthKit framework. So firstly is user model. We can access of this three type, tuple type, age, unwrapping on this event and use of user model and permission on HealthKit framework permission, three type of read type data type and this is the string represent HK HK biological sex unknown male other, and we can use of not set is unknown AB plus and positive and negative. We can use another statement. We can. So thank you for watching this video. We can enjoy on this application, set on this application. So okay, thank you for watching this video.